Hello students, this is Shri Prakash and today you will learn here second poem of Honeydew Geography lesson. It is composed by Zulfikar Ghosh. So first of all I will tell you about the poet. Zulfikar Ghosh was born in Sialkot, Punjab, which is now in Pakistan in year 1935, and now at current he is living in Texas. He is an essayist, novelist and a poet. So through the poem Geography lesson he wants to convey a message. It is something different which you have learnt in your geography book. So what is the difference between that geography lesson and this geography lesson? But first of all I would like to tell you some important word meanings which you must learn before reading the poem. The first meaning is inevitable, that cannot be avoided. Haphazard, without plan or order. Delineated, it means shown. Sprang, that is rise. Note these word meanings before reading the poem. Now I will tell you about the poem, that it has been divided into 3 paragraphs where he depicted the view of the earth from different altitudes, that means from different heights. Now we will read the poem and we will know what is the message that the poet wants to convey you. When the jet sprang into the sky, it was clear why the city had developed the way it had. Seeing it scaled 6 inches to the mile, there seemed an inevitability about what on ground had looked haphazard, unplanned and without style when the jet sprang into the sky. So students, here the poet says that he experienced a view from different altitudes once he was going in a jet, and he from the window saw different views of the landscape, that is your city. The jet rose to a height and the buildings, which are very tall, appearing like a small toy, that is scaled 6 inches to the mile, means almost he was at a mile height, and from there he can see the buildings which appeared to be only of 6 inches, and then only he got the idea why the city is unplanned. Because whenever you see that there is any street or road, it is not straight as your scale. Somehow it is turned and many ways are cut on the way. Means there are a lot of crossings, a lot of narrow streets which are curved, zigzag or in L shape or in any inorganized way, you can say. So when he rose to a height, he got the idea why the city has been developed in that way. Why? So in the next passage he will tell you about the reason why it has been done so. When the jet reached 10,000 feet, now he is at the height of 10,000, and it was clear why the country had cities where the rivers ran and why the valleys were populated. The logic of geography that land and water attracted man was clearly delineated when the jet reached the 10,000. So you have learned in your geography lesson that many civilizations were established at the bank of any river, such as Sindhu culture civilization. So it was developed at the bank of Sindhu river. That's why it is called Sindhu civilization or Harappa civilization. And Egyptian civilization, where Nile was the river, and at the bank of that river the civilization developed. So it is not new for us, because human always settled themselves at the bank of rivers, because without natural resources we can never live, and that's why the resources which the earth give us, they always attract us. And he came to know that why the population is a more around the rivers than the other areas, because where there is resources, then there only the population develops, the people settle there. So then only he understood why the people were settled people had settled themselves at the banks of river, and why the valleys were populated. The logic of geography means the valleys were their rich resources, so the population established there. The logic of geography that land and water attracted man was clearly delineated, means soon when the jet reached 10,000 feet. When he reached at the height of 10,000, he knew very well, he came to know that the centers of the resources were the center of attraction for the people. So they settled there, and that's how the valleys, the river banks were populated. At the next paragraph, what he wants to convey, when the jet rose 6 miles high, means he is at the great height, and it was clear the earth was round and that it had more sea than land. But it was difficult to understand that the men on the earth found causes to hate each other, to build walls across cities, and to kill. From that height, it was not clear. So, when he rose at the height of 6 miles, then he came to know about the earth, that it is round, which was earlier supposed to be flat. But exactly, you know very well that our earth is round, and he saw it. Then the mystery of it was clear before the poet, and he came to know that the ratio of sea is greater than the ratio of land, because you know it very well that 71% area of the earth is sea and rest is land. So he came to know the idea that it is round and the sea area is more than the land. From there, he can clearly see the boundaries of the countries, the fences of the countries, because from that height, nothing was clear but the boundaries of the country. And for him, it was not clear why people build the boundaries, because there is no need to build the boundaries, and the reason, the cause why they hate each other was not clear from that height. So through this paragraph, through the third paragraph, the poet wants to convey something to you. The moral of the poem is in the third passage only, that we hate each other. We hate each other. Why mean what it means? That if we belong to different countries, then we are supposed to be enemies, because we never want any other country to be uplifted or to be developed. So that's the reason we hate each other. We want to develop ourselves, but not the other countries, and that is the reason behind the hate. But through the geography, through the valleys, through the rivers, the earth has provided us various resources, plenty of resources, but it never distinguished us. It gave everything to everybody to use. But what we do? We make boundaries. We let not enter anybody else in our land, and we hate each other. The reason was unknown to the poet why people do so. So, what moral you got? That we must not hate each other. Some poetic devices I want to tell you. The poem is a free verse, means there is not any kind of verse, but refrain is given here. When the jet sprang into the sky, and here also when the jet sprang into the sky, means it is refrain, and here it is also refrain, means which is repeated. The line which is repeated is called refrain, and except it there is no need to know more about it. This is all about your poem Geography Lesson by Zulfikar Ghosh.